Hello everybody, welcome back. You are in the Firefly Studio 67. My name's Gina. If you're new here, welcome. Hello to all my crafty friends out there. I got a chance to create a new journal, and I'm actually going to go ahead and list this in my shop, which is in the description below. But I thought you guys might want to have a flip through of this. Apologies. Daisy's decided to move around. I don't know. She must have a sixth sense when I've got the camera on. So I'm sorry for the background noise, guys, but this is what happens when you guys seen your dog. So this is a journal that I have created, and it measures 5 1/4 by 8 3/4. This is a 2 signature. This is, you can see I've got some shipping paper on here, inked it, stitched, and then I've added quite a lot of vintage laces, some rivets, and just scraps from my paper pile, which seems to keep growing, as we all know. This is some sari silk, and it coordinates with the closure, which is sari silk. Isn't that beautiful? Purchased this from a supplier on Etsy, and I can't even think of the shop at the moment. Anyways, let's just go inside. Okay, this journal is not complete. What I am going to do is put this on as a pre-order. This will be completed by the end of this week. The price is going to include shipping, which is priority. Excuse me, it's going to go priority mail. That seems to be the cheapest way for me to do it. This is only available in the U.S., I'm sorry to say. The shipping's just so expensive to go international now. Alright, so as I said, I'm not done with the journal. I am going to keep this fairly plain for the recipient. This is a writer's companion journal again. So I'm going to have throughout, and I'll just give you a flip through of what it is now, and then I'm going to add a minimum of 3 pockets per signature. It's a 2 signature, and then I'm going to add tags or flips to coordinate with that, so just bear that in mind. The reason I haven't completed this is I've actually got 2 tools that are coming in the mail, which are preventing me from going ahead and completing this. But let's just start with the front. I did a pocket with a little handmade tag, and then I've just added this little envelope that I picked up on my journey traveling, one of the campgrounds, and then I created this little tag here, and that is in a belly band, and then this is another pocket back here, and this, I thought that had got glued. So this is going to be another little journaling card in the back there. And I don't know, I just kind of liked the way that campground envelope matched in there. This is complete eclectic mix of papers, magazine pages, envelopes. As I said, this is going to be for somebody who enjoys journaling, and I'll be honest, I really did struggle to even list this one because, as you know, my January one I'm filling up very fast, which means I've got to make myself another journal, and I love how this came out, I'll be honest. This is an envelope, so that's going to be a little pocket there. As I said, just a mix of things that I had. File folder here. This is some paper that I worked on with a brayer and some inks and paints. And I thought that matched really nice. This is just a page from a magazine. Some more writing paper. I don't know off the top of my head how many pages this is, but I know it's at least, it's got to be at least, well, I won't even guess. It will be in the description if you follow the link to my website. I will have the number of pages listed in there. So as I said, I'm holding off on creating the rest of the pockets and tags for this until my supplies come in, which should be in, I'm hoping Wednesday, but as I said, this journal will be ready to ship by the weekend. This is the other side of that envelope. Isn't that pretty? This is from the thrift store I told you guys that I love to go to here. It's another old vintage book page there. Lots of bits of scrapbooking paper, little digital printouts. Another envelope here that you could tuck something in. And this is the second signature. Did some stitching here. I managed today, told you I've been having some issues with my sewing machine, and I managed today to finally do a search on the error codes I kept getting, and lo and behold, I've managed to resolve it. So I'm really pleased about that. This is an old envelope I picked up at one of the thrift stores. Tuck that in. Oh yeah, this was Daphne Diary page. I don't know if I said that earlier, but doesn't that apricot tart look amazing? I spotted that when I looked back through, and I was thinking I've got a really nice apricot crumble cake recipe that I picked up along. I used to work in a tea house in England, and it was one of the recipes that I acquired while I was working there, and it is delicious, guys. The desserts in Europe, Europe and England are not as sweet as American desserts, so I've grown to absolutely hate any desserts in the United States that I don't prepare myself because they're sickening sweet. And so that recipe, I just loved that cake, so I pinched it from them, and I have made that time and time again. This is some old vintage ledger paper. So yeah, when I spotted that Daphne's Diary and I saw the apricots, I was like, oh, I must try to make that. I'm not supposed to be making that kind of stuff. Paul and I are going really hard, low carb. Isn't that pretty? That's some more scrapbook paper. We'll probably do a little bit of stenciling, but I'm not going to do much because I want this to be for somebody else to journal in. This is old pattern instructions. And the center of the signature. So yeah, it's very plain. As I said, there will be at least 3 pockets and tags per signature when this is complete. So I just wanted to go ahead and come on here and this was a bag I had picked up along, and it's got Sasquatch. I love anything that's got Bigfoot on it. And so I just added that in there. Just a fun journal. Some of the file folder again because I wanted heavier weight for doing some mixed media. And just a mix, as I said. Oh, looks delicious. Another envelope I've stuck in, and some coffee dyed papers, book pages, and on the back I have not done anything. I'm going to leave that plain as well. So as you can see, it's a writer's journal, and this is made from altering a box, and I just love it. I really love how this journal came out. I will probably add a few bits of ephemera, or when I say ephemera, some die cuts and things. I'm going through my stash and you know, when you buy packets of things, I end up with so much, and I'm just carrying too much. So I'm going to include a little glassine envelope with some of the whale punch. Let me show you. Some of the whale punch tabs. So I'll have that, and I'll have some die cuts so that you can play around with this, and probably some little bulb pins because I've got a massive amount of those as well. So that is what you are looking at. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I think this has been a really fun journal. I just enjoyed this so much, creating this. It, you know, some journals can be quite stressful, and as I said to you, I don't enjoy the large journals. So this one was just a really nice break from that. I am working on part 2 of the Gene Journal Altered Composition Journal. I just haven't filmed that yet, but that will be coming up probably in the next week, part 2 of that. So if you have been following along with that, I won't be too long before I put that out. So I hope you guys are all safe, well, and staying warm. We are starting to get some warmer temperatures here in Northern Virginia now, so I'm grateful for that because we've got so many outdoor tasks that we need to do. I'm kind of looking forward to being able to get back out. So you guys stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.